Hey YouTube, this is Ray from NCCD, coming at you with my first review for this channel with the UST Splashflash LED light. We'll get into the philosophy of use later. I'm going to give some quick stats as well as a little bit of info on it, and then we'll get into whether it fulfills that role. The company advertises its purpose is as it says right there, a personal locator light. Not a beacon, a light. So they put a little bit more definition to it. Run off some quick stats. The MSRP is about $18. You will find it for much cheaper than that, about a third of that price in some areas. Battery Junction sells it, or batteryjunction.com sells it for about $8 online. Amazon for about $11. So there's two places you can go and get it if you decide you do want one. And you'll find it in that range. So it's quite affordable. It's not extremely high end. It's not meant to be. Comes in 6 colors. I'll explain my qualm with that at the end. It comes in black, blue, a bright blue might I add, fuchsia, glow, spelled G-L-O, safety orange, and black breakwater. What's the difference between black breakwater, and glow? Mine right here is black, pretty self-explanatory. The black breakwater, I cannot find a difference in it. Does not look on the company's pictures any different from my current black one, so I wouldn't find anything useful in that. And the glow, however, is different. The glow color, again, spelled G-L-O, is apparently some sort of matte black, and it has a luster to it. So whereas this has a very dull shine, the glow has a metallic shine to it if put up to light. So if that's something you're accounting for, just know that's the difference in colors. Weighs about 1.5 ounces with the battery, most of that weight being the battery. Does not feel flimsy or like it's going to break. It is unbreakable ABS plastic, as they say. Unbreakable. I've never broken one, so I believe them. The bulb is guaranteed for life and does not need changing. The warranty says your life only, so no grandfathering, I suppose, for warranty purposes, but they guarantee it for as long as you bought it and you're alive. As far as size goes, this can be a little deceptive. It's quite small. Recalling that a dollar bill is about 6 inches long or so, it's quite small. It's about 3 inches long, about less than 1 inch around. And it does come with a carabiner, it does come with a battery, it was just an Energizer alkaline. Comes in a neat little cardboard package you see most outdoor items come into. Finishing up the stats, we'll see on the back, it will burn for 11 hours at 25 lumens. You cannot change the lumen number, it's always constant. And it will go for 16 hours on its SOS mode. First we have constant, 25 lumens, 11 hours. We go back, we twist it again. We'll get the SOS, 3 dots, 3 dashes, 3 dots. And that will go for 16 hours, also at 25 lumens. So it does have signaling capabilities. The phrase they use for the water rating is IPX7, which just means it can go down to 1 meter of normal water for up to 30 minutes. And that's just their guarantee on it. And, it's not a designated dive light. Most lights are not designed for that. Otherwise, they would be labeled dive lights. So it will be safe during a downpour. As long as you don't go diving with this, there's no excuse that water should mess with this for really any reason. Now, I'm going to stop for a second, and we'll get down to the function, and then we'll discuss the philosophies of use, the pros, the cons, and who it's for and not for. So I'll catch you back in a moment, guys. Alright, so first we're going to get into how to use it. Comes with the carabiner, takes one single AAA battery. What you do is you turn it, looking from the top, you would turn it clockwise to turn it on, and flip between the two modes. It simply alternates, there's no selector switch or anything. And to open it up, you simply twist it counterclockwise, looking at the top, and we'll open up the battery compartment. It's rather stiff right towards the end to prevent accidental opening. And I do not foresee it coming open during any emergencies or accidents you might have, so I would not be worried about that. But it very easily transitions between the two. It's very smooth. And as I just displayed, I can do it one-handed. So that's a bonus for the terms of safety. If you have an injured hand, I wouldn't be worried. And it is a twist top. And I'm not a fan of twist tops, I really should say. That's my little bias. I don't like twist lights, especially mag lights. But this is a very, very good twist on it. So I would not be worried, and you'll see that right there is a O-ring seal for waterproof. That's a little gray slash. And the carabiner comes free, not a climbing carabiner. It also does not rotate free, it rotates stiffly. You'll see that it's locked there. Again, not a problem, just something to account for when you decide which way you want to clip it on or orient it. So next we'll get to the philosophy of use. Now for the philosophy of use, they advertise it as a personal locator light / safety light. It fulfills one of these very well. The safety light part, it will fulfill very well. Now, as a personal locator light, will this be able to signal aircraft? Will a passing pilot a kilometer above you be able to see this? The answer is likely no. You will have to resort to something much brighter. So if you came to look at this hoping it would be a signal beacon, something to attract a lot of attention with very bright flashes, this is not your light. I'm sorry, but it is too small and it's not powerful enough. However, as a safety light, how would this function? Tethering this to your bag. You would find that it works very well. It can be seen from well over a football field away. My brother was able to help me with that. So you can see it under clear conditions from almost 2 football fields over clearly and 3 football fields vaguely. So you will definitely be able to be seen. Under hazier conditions, I wouldn't trust this too much. Again, it's not a beacon. It is a personal light. It's not a group-sized beacon for downed airplane pilots. So as far as philosophy of use, I would say it meets what it needs to do as a safety light and personal locator light, but it is not a beacon. So that's what I would classify it as. It does meet what the company advertises at, and it does so for about $10, not $20, not $30, not $40, not $50. So I would consider that an upscale from its original, from other predecessors before it. UST had a few unsuccessful lights that led up to this, but this one's quite nice in comparison to them. Now, as for the pros, first, it does accomplish its philosophy of use, which is a personal locator light. You can clip this onto you so people can track you where you're going. One thought that I actually had would be this would be good if you do hunting with your dog. If you want to locate your dog at night, but you don't want to blind your dog, you know, with a beacon or anything, or strap a glow stick which could fall off. This would, 1 or 2 of these, if you're up for it, would be very, very good for tracking your dog if you go waterfowl hunting and such. Or your buddy, tag it on the back of your pack. Set it to either strobe or constant, and you'd be good for that. So that's its pro. It does fulfill what it's advertised as. Other pros include it did come with a carabiner sized appropriately for it. It came with a battery. It's an Energizer, so I'm not worried. I'm a huge fan of Duracells, but Energizer does just fine. It is compact. It's within its price range. You wouldn't pay $30 for this, so they've got a good reasonable price going for it. And its function is good. You can operate it one-handed. It is waterproof to a downpour as well as slight submersion. And I'd say that it is a good piece. Now for the cons, it does not float. It is a safety light. I'm a little disappointed. They advertise it as that when it won't even float. Because if you wanted to take this boating, well, you'd better attach a float to it or attach it to your life vest. And if you drop it in the water, you're in trouble. So big X mark on it because it does not float and it does not come with any accessories. You know, you could buy maybe for $1 for a rubber float to attach or fit around it. So I'm a little disappointed in that. Who it is for, who it is not for. Who should buy this, who should not buy this. You shouldn't buy this if you're looking for a locator beacon. You can look elsewhere. There are plenty of good ones out there. You shouldn't be buying this if you just need a flashlight. This is not a flashlight. Who it is for. It is for people that need to be tagged at night, that would like to tag their backpack, their dog, themselves, anywhere at night to make their presence known. It will signal ground parties from about 100 yards over, so if you do get lost in the woods, as long as the weather is not working, you know, horribly against you, you would be fine. And one last thing I'll add is that when you turn it on, it is not blinding. So you will not have to worry about this destroying your night vision, although it's not red, so it could still. But you'll notice that when it's orbed like this, it is a 360-degree arc. But when you point it, you'll see it's still directionalized. So you could use this as a flashlight. It's not just a little lantern or beacon, or locator light. I keep saying beacon, but that's a different thing. So it is both directionalized or a wide arc, so you could hang this from your tent as an ultra-light lantern, which would also work. But ultimately, it has a few good uses. It's $10, and I keep it in my bug-out bag. I keep it in a little tiny shoulder pocket. And I think it's great. And it's extremely efficient at 1 AAA for 11 hours at 25 lumens. That is a very, very good power. So if you're looking for a locator beacon, look elsewhere. But if you're looking for a safety light or a hybrid between a lantern and a flashlight, I'd say it's good. I would give it 3 stars. I'd give it 4, 4.5 if it floated. That would be a great and necessary feature. And also because the company fails to distinguish between what the different colors do between the blacks. Because to me, that's just bad advertising and they don't really care. So guys, I hope this helped you. I hope it helped make your decision on whether to get a UST Splashflash or not. And I wish you guys a good day.